Good morning everyone and welcome back to the Two-Headed Wolf Gaming channel and Laysara Summit Kingdom. And I'm looking forward to the day where we get a button to just hide the UI, but look how gorgeous this is. It reminds me, like, just taking a look at these houses here in a row, going uphill, it reminded me of Veliko Trnovo from Bulgaria. If you've never heard of this city, just Google it and you'll see what I mean. It's a great looking city. Let's get started here as we're getting closer to completing this scenario. It's also going to be a bit challenging, I'm imagining, because I didn't realize as for my first mission that the avalanches gain power. So that is a bit unfortunate because this might be a lot more dangerous than I'm imagining. So I've looked through the avalanche protections and I've seen this avalanche inducer here, which seems great. The first prototype was a big drum, but the drumsticks were too heavy to lift. So this one decreases the maximum power of nearby avalanches. As you can see, it has an AoE, so if I was to place one of these here, it would reach both of them. If I go a bit lower, this one turned red, so it cannot reach it, it wouldn't affect it. Still, it has a pretty good AoE, so placing down two of them here would reduce the avalanche power to 1, which would make us super safe because we do have also the trees in its way. However, they're quite expensive. Each one of these costs 250 gold, super expensive. It has an upkeep of 68, once again, super expensive, and it also requires 12 yak for each of them. That is also very expensive. If we were to go into a yak shortage, that would be very bad. It cost us a lot of money to do so. But even so, supplying 12 yaks there with using one of these, as you can see, another 26 gold in upkeep and a few people, another 4 here with another 8 from 2 barley farms. Overall, it's starting to add up to the costs. So what I'm thinking is that we need to figure out how to go forward. And first of all, I would like to get a few lowlanders, because if I start working on that and making some yak production and things like this, we would definitely require more lowlanders, and I don't have a lot of spaces where I could start a new district. On one hand, I am thinking that maybe the cheapest method would be to import some incense here. That's what I'm thinking, that I could put down an incense trading post, put down a shrine, import the incense, offer it to these people, and then provide them with honey, which is easily produced, and I believe that this could help us upgrade a few of these houses, which in turn would bring more people, which in turn would bring more taxes, which in turn I think it would stabilize us, at least for lowlanders. Then we would need a few more monks as well for the axe. Let's start over here and let's see how we can balance out our economy. Now, is there another way that I could go forward? They definitely need one type of food, that would be honey. They do need one type of enlightenment. That could be also a gong. How big is the gong? Not that big, it doesn't have the greatest AoE. So placing one here would help in a way. How many houses would this reach? That's 8, 10, 11. This one would be 5, 8, 10. So this one would reach a few more houses. Let's put down a gong. Great. And now let's drag a road. And let's place down some honey. Do we need more? We definitely do. There it is. Now I can upgrade the houses. How are we? If we upgrade the houses further, we would need a bit more honey. With the rest of the goods, we would be okay. So, just for this occasion, I guess, I'm gonna have some here. Still good, still good. Okay. Let's take a look at these houses. I really like them. I hope they make it. Doesn't really need it, but maybe a bit more house variety would be good. Even as they are single here. Because they do change in model if you tie them up like this. And maybe the game is trying to teach us something on how we should be laying the houses. But either way, I feel like it could work pretty well if they decided to make a few more models for houses here as well. But there we have it, 82 people. Now we need to figure out the monk situation and see if we can increase a few of them. I should also let time fly so that we can gather a bit of money, but let's see if we can upgrade some monk houses. If I import instance here, it would increase the area by 2, but I'm exactly under the avalanche. And this makes me very afraid here. I really feel like this district will have a lot to suffer once an avalanche hits. Somehow I feel very unsafe there. Over on this side, I'm not really afraid of this snow cap. Not sure exactly how it's going to fall, but it's going to stop the power over here most likely, and maybe it's gonna hit 4-6 houses, maybe a bit of this charcoal. Gonna reduce some of our goods for a short period of time, but overall I think we'll be fine. For most of these houses. I could be producing some Tsampa, and we would need a bit more enlightenment from scholarship, so putting down a temple. And I would really like that. I feel like having a temple down could help us a lot, because we would need 2 more points of knowledge to get to level 8, at which point we could make the ornated Cedar. And that's 80 per unit on export, which could bring a lot of cash. Still, maybe I should be looking, since I do have a lot of artisans, why are we not selling even more utensils? I feel like that's why we've placed a district here. Now that we have the lowlanders and we do have the artisans, let's start producing some tools. Let's see, what do we have? This is the copper mine. And this is the production that we're having and sending over to a yak post. And we're sending this further away. Where did we send it? To a commodity supplier over here. Okay. So it's not for export there, but we could make it for export over here. This one we would be using for perfume, but this one here, we can use it for export. And I am thinking, let's put down a carrier post here. We're gonna go slightly short on yaks. And then we can make... Should I be hurrying? You know what? Let's disable these buildings for now. And let me wait a while longer. I want us to gather a bit of coin before we do anything else. Because I feel like we're starting to use more and more money. As soon as I'm putting down 4 utensils and I'm also putting down the trading post, that's another 6 yaks. So unless I want to increase the yak production right now, which might not be a bad idea, let me increase the yak production now. And then we'll change it to the best version of it, right? Okay, we have an avalanche, our first 3-star. Let's see. Okay, it did reduce the power there. It hit this. It still went forward. We could put a few more foresters here. It's making us lose some money at the moment. Let's put down a Mr. Plow. Now it's gonna start working on this, right? Okay, we're now short on yaks as well, even with Mr. Plow. Or from Mr. Plow. And thus we need to figure out the yak situation. We'll do it like this. Or maybe even better, we can move this slightly forward. Then this to the yak. Okay, now we have 8 yaks. And we're losing gold. But since we do have positive yaks, let's see. This one would consume 4 yaks and we still have 4 more. The trading post would consume 6 yaks. The utensils consume 4 yaks. We would still need more yaks. In this situation, I guess we're gonna go like this. I'll drag another road here. I'm really hoping we're not gonna get an avalanche here, because that would be really, really bad. This is out of range, but this is in range. So what I can do is that I can send the goods here, and I can send these goods over here. Good. 22. And now, with all that surplus, it means that I can make my trading post and I can make my utensils. Here, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, we're down to 1,000 and losing 347. Let's enable this. We'll enable this as well. And I'll be sending goods over here. And finally, what I am thinking is that this should be worth it. If the developers have done a good job, this should be worth it. And let's figure it out. Selling utensils, 240. Is that worth it? Well, $17 plus another 9. That's 26. All of these are 13 in cost, and another 17 here. So 52 with another 17, that's 69. Nice. And what did we say here? Another 26, did we say? Yeah, so that's 85. And we're exporting at 240. Missing workforce penalty. We're missing a few more yaks as well. We're missing a lot of yaks, and I think for the moment the only way forward is to continue building these yaks. And we will have to reconfigure soon, but now it's not the time. But soon. We need to make some extra money. How much did this cost? 12 yaks? That's very expensive. 9 artisans? Well, we have them. And minus 68 in upkeep. Hopefully this is not hitting us. Maybe I should be going down in power a little bit. Let's see, buried in snow. How fast does this go? Not super slow, but it's not great either. Can I bring down another one of these? 6, 14 lowlanders, upkeep of 21, yeah. Let's work on this. Start liberating some houses. It's a race against time. Okay, now we're in the positive again. Okay. This one does not have any more work. Whew. We've escaped this one. But it is still pretty bad. Supply too low of meat. Missing resources. Oh, the meat that we were talking about. Okay. Should I? How are we on goods here? If I upgrade a house, then people will require more fish, and we cannot provide them with more fish right now. Okay, so we're not going to upgrade those houses. How about starting a new district? I would love to do that, but it's not really the right time. How about placing down one of these? I believe we need it. That is one, and actually, I think we should be placing down 2. Gonna be a bit expensive. We're gonna have to build another one of these chains. But if snow goes through here and through this production, and even here as well, I believe we'll have a lot more to suffer. So let's do this. And in the future, we can reconfigure like we've done in the past with the ads. For the next game, for the next map, I'll have a bit more knowledge about how to make this work. This one does not have a road there. We need to move this further. I'll move it there, and I'll move this one over here. And I'll drag a road like so. Yeah, Avalanche Power 1. We're making very little money. And we have little money. But right now, if I am right, I can just let time pass. We need to gather money and nothing else. And let's take a look at Tapestry while we wait for the treasury to clean some avalanches wherever necessary and things like that. So, Tapestry. We just need the egg shacks and turn it into textiles. And is that it? No, this makes textiles. For Tapestry, we need 1 level of knowledge. And actually, we want 2 levels of knowledge so that we can go to ornamented and to turn painted cedar into ornamented cedar. We can actually import painted cedar instead of producing it, and I think it was fairly cheap. We can export it for 80, I remember that, and painted cedar was 16 to import or some weird price like that, I believe. Maybe it's more than that and I just remembered wrongly, but we will need of course a lot more to turn it into this finite production. Yeah, we will need ornaments, so we have everything here, but we would need gold and copper in order, gold, copper and charcoal or coal to turn into ornaments. Then use ornaments together with the dye producer and cedar grove. Oh no, that's to make the painted cedar. So we can use ornamented foundry together with imported painted cedar and then turn it into this ornamented cedar and sell it. Yes, I believe we want 2 points of knowledge, not just 3 points of knowledge to get to level 8. That's what we want. Do we want to bring our monks over here? I'm thinking that probably what we would want would be to start a new district here, bring in some lowlanders and a bunch of artisans as well as needed, because over here we have fish and we can put down baths as well, right? And fish, yeah, we can fish as well. So this could be a great area for a few more lowlanders and a few more artisans. Let's start with that. We'll have a market. I will place the market over here. Or maybe, let's see, how would the houses sit? One, and probably another one nearby like this, and then there's a road and we can put the market near. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like so. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We could even make the road something like this. Delete the rest. Let's let time fly. One further. Good. This is the road. 1, 2, 3, 4 houses. There's a shrine here, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we'll build a road like that. Same goes over here. 1, 2, 3, 4. There it is. Okay. Put down the shrines. And we will need some food. And what people like in the beginning is definitely eggs. That is the quickest way to give them what they want. And honey. Those are 4 points in total, if I remember correctly. Let's say that we build a few more houses in this area. 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll drag a row like this. It's not gonna be perfectly aligned, but we'll do it like this. Okay, so we're providing people with the first eggs here. And they have the praying shrine. Let's see if they need more goods. They might need one more type. Yeah, they need one more type. Which gives them 2 points. So we can provide them with honey, as I thought. So we're going to food. We're gonna say honey. And we're gonna place it here because it fits perfectly. There we go. And thus we can bring in a few more lowlanders, have them start paying us taxes. Oh, let's see, we need to place down the donation building as well, right? One, two. Should I place it here? It can reach most of these houses. With a better road, it can reach all of these houses. So let's see. You don't have alignment for field, yeah, because of the road. How much food? We still have plenty of food, so we can put down all of these. Nice. Okay. Still in the positive, all good here. Making good progress. Should I be going for a high-level yak production? We could do two things. On one hand, if we bring in 86 yaks, it could also mean that we can reconfigure everything that we have built here, right? We can keep the barley farms, but we wouldn't need as many yak farms to go forward. Each one of these gives us 14, so I could probably just delete from the start 4 of these with their production chain. And that would be 48 yaks. We would still have a surplus of yaks. For that we need perfume. And in order to get our perfume, this shows us how much of our treasury is full. And this white bar here. I don't know how I didn't figure that out. In order to make perfume, we need to start building crystals and then transport it to a yak deposit. I'm thinking of transporting hay from up here to down here, rather than transporting perfume from here up there. And I believe I like that idea. So, let's see, very close here. We're gonna wait a bit more until we have full treasury. I would, given how much power the avalanche had and what an impact it had on our economy, I would suggest you wait every once in a while and you don't make big moves. Because that means game over. In this game, losing all the money, running bankrupt means game over. Okay, now we're starting our yak production. Let's start perfume first. So we'll have a mine over here. Good. I'll drag a road. We have 4 crystals. Each one of these requires only 1 crystal. I could probably make 2 perfume production. We need only 3 perfume. We need more fodder than anything to actually supply this, but perfume we need only 1 building at the moment. Do houses need perfume? This one do not. Let's see, let's take a look at our people and just see what they require. They require perfume, so artisan would like perfume. Monks. Monks don't care for perfume. Okay, great. Well, with that in mind, we need one building and we will probably be able to supply a lot of artisans with perfume from only one building, but we will be able to supply 2 in total. Then what else do we need? We need some honey. And this one requires 6 honey, so at this level we will need 2 beekeepers to supply one of these. And we'll place this building down. We're going to go... I guess we need to bring a few monks as well soon, because we'll be short. But it doesn't matter, we'll make the supply chain and then we'll figure other things out as well. Yeah, incense maker. 1 incense maker is more than enough. I mean, it can supply 2 of these. We're not gonna double the production just yet, or put down things which would take a lot of taxes from us, or upkeep. Good, that is done, this is done, and now we just need the honey. Honey production coming up. Right here. There it is. We are short 22 monks. We have oversupply of rock crystals. And we could double herbs to even increase the supply of incense over here. Good. With this in mind, let's put down our yak. Cost 200, so we're spending some money on it. Yeah, here, because we can throw in another one of these. Okay. Oversupplied. Now we need only fodder. And for that, we are going to be placing down this hard post. And let's see. If I take these 2 out, right, this is the first buildings, when we send it over here. Good. We are at 60 yaks. Absolutely gorgeous. That means that these ones have no more roll. And we can disable even these ones. We're not going to delete them at the moment. We're just going to stay like this. We gain back a bunch of lowlanders, so a lot more efficient. We just need to figure out where do we throw our next monk district. And I'm thinking up there because they do like the height. And we could start mining that gold. However, there's not a whole lot of space to put people on anymore. And we need to figure out where do we place some monks in such a way that we could also place down that another one of those academies. Right, one of these which produce knowledge for us. And the chain, I guess we would have to import painted cedar. I think that that might be the way to go. Bring in painted cedar. And then throw it in an academy. You know, it's not necessarily a bad idea. Let me think a bit. If I put a bunch of monks over here, there's still good space. Well, it's now or never, right? Eggs. Tampa does have fertility. Cheese. We could get some wool up here. Honey wouldn't be produced too much at this height. Okay. Might not be in the best position possible, but we shall see. Let's see. Where can we build? Ah, okay. So we can build a bridge from here to here. We could even reconfigure this. If we don't need all of this anymore, and we would just make a bunch of Yak Utopias. Ooh, that might be the perfect way to liberate some of this space and actually put down a few houses. Since we've reduced the power of the avalanches, that is probably ideal. Let's see, building a gold mine. At the end of the day, we just need to build gold mines and transport gold from here throughout wherever we need it. So it doesn't really matter what we're putting up here. Let's say that we want to have a row like this. 1, 2, 3, 4 houses. A praying shrine, 1 house. Draw a road like 2. Right. And I believe that these are the houses. I think I'm okay with this configuration. Let's put down a market first. For some reason it doesn't reach that side. I really thought it would, but apparently it doesn't. So this edge of the bridge does not really connect. 1, 2, 3, 4 houses, right? We'll draw a row like this. Now it reaches everything. We'll have the shrine here. We'll place down some houses. And what else could they need? A type of food. Sampa would be ideal. The thing is, we are producing a lot of this. We can make... I could delete these. Place down some mills. Even moving this forward. I could move this forward like so. Let's see. Go with a mill here. I am starting to learn. I feel like pieces are falling into place. Okay, we'll do this and then we'll bring some production here. Not producing a lot. Definitely needs a lot more. So we're gonna bring this mill closer. That I can take supply from as many fields as possible. Good, and at this moment we also need one of these. I might even put it at a lower level to transport goods from somewhere else. But there we go. So that's 2 types of food. They have a praying shrine, they have a high zone, they just need one more thing. And that thing, what I am imagining, I would really love to throw in a monastery. Because this would fulfill their need for scholarship. Right, I could throw this for the need of scholarship. Oh, are we? We are at half money. I'm gonna try something super crazy here. If I place this down, and I enable it. Okay, people are not taking anything from it. Okay. I was wondering if, even if we didn't have painted cedar, if it activates, but it doesn't. It doesn't fulfill their needs. So we're gonna go with something cheaper first. Probably the mandala. We don't have enough space. A yak guardian? What does a yak guardian need? It just has some yak, monks, and requires a lot of upkeep. But if I place it down over here, at least now our houses are functional, right? So that is a good start there. We're gonna put down a collector here. We're missing some of these artisans. I said I'm not gonna upgrade this, but what we are going to do is place a few more houses down here. Not here. Although we could... Can we have a few more monk houses on this side? This one hits these roads. This one... Okay. Well, give me a second. Okay. That worked. How about goods? We're still good on goods. We just gained 33 monks. Maybe I've gone too far with that district up there, but I think it's going to pay off in the long run. Where is our new district? Here. It's here that I believe we should be placing a few artisans down as well. And probably something like so. They need a bunch of goods like baths. And fish. And we can provide both of those. So we'll say here that we can build a road. And if we place down baths, good, it has a wide range, just like that. And then we say that we are going to provide people with fish. And I'm going to place, to begin with, we'll place 2 here. Drag a road. We need to keep some space open for tapestry as well, I believe. Need better roads here. The market. There we have it. So now we have plenty of goods to place down a few more artisans and make sure that they are happy. Good. There we go. We're on +1. Great. And 704 gold. Not exactly what I had in mind when I started on this journey. However, I guess we're gonna upgrade houses from here on out. Maybe even place down a few more. How much food do we have here? Well, not a lot more. We need to be producing a lot more if we want people to be happy. And what else could we provide them with? Honey, a bit of honey as well. Smoked meat. I believe I had a theory and I want to see it in action. If I place some... I have some honey production here. Does it reduce the consumption of other goods? That is the question. Well, yes. So it did reduce the consumption of other goods. Let's drag a road here. Let's try to place a few more houses down, or should we upgrade? I think going for an upgrade might be better than anything. There we go. An avalanche. This is a very bad time. Super bad timing for this. And we cannot pause it at this moment. But what are we going to do? We're losing a lot of money and very fast. Ooh, that hit us. That hit us so badly. Well, we'll have to see. For now. I can place this one here. I think we need to disable some buildings somewhere. So I'll have this, I'll enable it. That it can store shovel snow there. Over on this side, one of these is not functioning. So I can even disable it or destroy it. And we will move this one a bit lower. And we need to bring out the snow shovelers from one side to the other. At least we do have the yak power, for a while at least. And let's see, another one of these, move it. Where can I place this one? Not a whole lot of spaces to do so. But how do I reduce the power? If I disable this building, we would stop breeding 128. But I don't know exactly what the effect would be. Disabling it? I don't know. We'll keep it disabled for a second, and we shall see how people react. We need the yaks, we need the monks. What else do we need? Or what else we don't need at the end of the day, right? That is the question. And I think one of the steps which we could take would be to increase the taxes over here. Or to stop the supply of meat to certain people. But that would provide, so they would stop sending us certain taxes. How do we fix this problem? Okay, too much fish. Disable. Increase the level of these houses. If I bring another chicken farm, we could upgrade a lot more. And actually, artisans are paying some extra gold above our villagers. So we'll prioritize them there. We're gonna increase over here. Oh, I think we can get out of this. Let's enable the next fish. Okay, now we need honey. Now we need once again eggs. We have so many goods that I am just encouraged to bring more people in. I feel on one side that we should be bringing artisans just because of how expensive they are or how more taxes they provide us with, right? These houses can't reach all the goods. If we praise down a praying shrine, we have 391 gold to figure out what we do here. That is interesting. Okay, this one reaches the bathhouses. This one's not in range of a food market. Ah, okay. Well, let's move this house over here. We'll put down a praying shrine here. We're upgrading these houses. And then, still have food. Lowlanders. 1, 2. 3, 4, 5. More? Well, no. That's without making another egg. Actually, you know what? Satisfaction level dropped. Why? Because we don't have enough eggs. Yeah. Don't worry. We'll bring another egg farm. Now they're giving back the money. Now look at that. We're partially out of the woods. I am not sure exactly how the knowledge level will affect us. It might disable some buildings, which... Let's think about it. If it disables our buildings, we're in a bad situation, right? We're in a very bad situation. And I think it might disable our buildings. So if I go here, to where we have disabled the temple, I enable this. We're in minus 31. We just need to figure out how we can reduce a cost of 31. Do we need 8 cedar here? Yes. We need this. Do these people need meat? They like the meat. So it's a probable yes. Okay, on this side we couldn't really disable these. I could disable a Mr. Plow, but that's only 21 gold. Sending fish. I could be upgrading these houses, but all of a sudden we'll fall short on fish, and that would not provide us with more money. Up here at the top. Disable one of these. Right? We would be... This risks, of course, an avalanche. No. Can we disable... No, we cannot disable one of these. But maybe another yak shack from somewhere? Like this one? This is minus 17? Okay. 14. We're left with 14. And never again am I doing this balancing game. I'll be more prepared in the future. Somehow, wherever we are not really using trees, we can be disabling them, right? So if I disable the building here, it stops protecting the area. We want one level of protection there, but in some of these areas, like for example right here, avalanche already happened. It already happened. Do we need it? Do we need protection anymore? Of course not. Anything else? Any other area that we can disable? We're supplying this, we're supplying. I am very close to figuring this out. We just need one more step. One more building. It's here. No, because we're making good money out of exporting. Baths. if I reduce one of these... Okay. We have reduced the barley farm. It's still not enough to... Oh! These ones. We are still supplying them, but they're not producing anymore. We're not sending these goods anywhere. Okay, these ones we need. There we have it. Whew. Did I tell you that I like this game? To be able to have such a challenge is fun. And we're just going, yeah, we're starting to make good money. We'll be rich here in no time. Averted danger. We've escaped. Game over. I need to get myself a nice cup of coffee after this. Okay. Okay, you need to reach it as well. I guess I'll have to build better roads here. A bit of a waste, but we need to be reaching it either way. Okay, and this one, I'll have to move you. Yeah, it can be very tricky to work in some of these areas. I guess that is the power of the roads, right? Where should I be having them? I guess I'll enable this again. Good. And let me think for a second. I can delete a road. I can delete roads here, and I can bring this one over here. Does it fit? Not there, but it can fit nearby. So I can place it over here, and then I can connect it with the road again. There it is. Okay. I need to make sure we're reducing the power of this area as well. We need more yaks. I'm not planning to enable this. The way that I want to do it is that we'll deactivate some of these. You'll be sending goods over here. You will be enabled and be sending goods over here. Great. I'll enable this one as well. What does it say? Nothing interesting. Okay, and with you, what I want to do now that I am rich, I want to build another one of these. And we will need a few more outposts in order to do so, right? So what I need is another herbalist, which in turn means we're producing double the incense, which means that we need a carrier post here, actually 2 carrier posts. One which will be sending incense over to this building, right? And one which will be collecting the rock crystals here. Send it here. Did I disable it? Yep. Okay. So I'll be sending that over there. And now, can even make it with honey. I'll think about it. So now I'll place down another one of these. How much perfume? 9 perfume? Oh, actually, we don't even need it. I was thinking about distributing it to the people back then, that I needed that. We need another one of these. And this is in order to send perfume here. That we can send it both here and here. And then have this card send it over here. Which in turn gives us even more yaks and a lot of gold to play with. A lot of gold, a lot of people as well. Let's see, food market. We are short on goods here. We would need a lot more meat. Maybe make another production chain for meat somewhere else. This avalanche power, that might hit us once more. But I'm mostly thinking of reducing this one. Let's see. If I put a horn here. One, two. Okay, that would work. Am I going to accept this? Well, it's taking some of the space for a residential, but maybe I don't need to put two of them. Maybe one is enough. We'll start with one, we'll see what the effect is, and we'll decide in the future. For now, what I want over here is a few more houses. Yeah, that's what we want. Make sure we bring in enough monks. Good. Now they need a bit more honey. And I'm actually thinking of importing honey from somewhere else, but for now we're just gonna leave it at this, because the only thing which I care for is to enable this building. And import or bring a bunch of cedar up there. Let's see. Building another cedar. Fine. I can move this building, I don't care about it. I will place... I'll place this one over here, maybe? No, it looks better there. I can enable cedar production, that's going to mean that we have a surplus of 2 there. Over here we need another dye. And we do need another building. Another building which hits that. So in a sense I actually want it... I want this one somewhere here. Bring a few more crystals. Let's see, from here to here. Bring a few herbs. From here to here. And then we'll have this connected to this. Right. Where are you sending this? This is one dye. Oh, they're sending it here. Okay, and then I send you over here. Now we need a bunch of cedar, for which we need separate buildings, but that is okay. Can't I place it? No. Ah, perfect. We have 2 more spaces. And now what I want is actually to get another one of these yak posts, if I can fit it anywhere. Let's see, can I move it somewhere smart and that in a way that it reaches places? We'll put down better roads. There it is. And then not a trading post, but a yak post like this. 18 monks, okay, we'll get them soon, don't worry. I want the cedar here. And the next thing that I want... I guess pretty much from 2 of these places I want the cedar here. right? That's 8 cedar. I send another 2 there, and we have 6 more. And then we'll send the other 6 up here, which in turn should give knowledge or enlightenment to these people, which would give them... most of their needs will be fulfilled, and they will need even more enlightenment, hopefully. Like, that's what they're like. So, if I throw in... since I have a lot of yaks... oh, they don't need that anymore. Incense? I could import incense. Mandala. These people need access to a praying place. Okay, apparently this does not cover it. Well, actually they could cover it. Right? Yep, I was right. And I'll place another praying shrine over here. Good. Could even put down 2 more houses if I want. Let's see. A mandala is quite a large building. Doesn't have a greatest reach, but it would provide them with 2 points. Monastery walls, not a great place for that. Importing incense, I feel like it's the best way forward, and putting down a gong. So let's go with the gong first. Okay, let's move these further. Go with the gong. Nice. And I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna bring in a trading post, and we'll figure it out if this is what we want to keep for the future. But I'm going to place down a trading post over here. I should be leaving space for a gold mine. Okay. So, trading post. Here. And we'll say we'll import incense for 26. Connected to that. It's not a shrine. We need a shrine for it. Come on, give me a large area. Fine. Connected there. Not in range. From having a lot of money, we've gone down to having less so. And now we would need to import a bunch of these in order to go to the next level. Do I want that? 52 gold, plus whatever the road access is. Questions, questions, questions. And I really feel like we're falling into some sort of a trap with all of these expenses. But that is going to have to be it for this episode. I'll have to sit down and think about it. Maybe disable a few more of these yak shacks, given that we are at 61 yaks, right, in order to stabilize the economy. Maybe placing down and upgrading a few more of these houses. Or maybe I'll just give up on this plan for a while. At least until we can get to a point where we build our economy on something else. And you know what? I don't think I dislike that idea. If we're not worried that much about the gold, we're gonna reach level 8 in research. And that means gold mine to mint. 2 gold to 240 gold. What am I doing? What was I about to do? I haven't figured out that that was the case. 2 gold in 240, okay, big building. You know what, for now, we're just gonna go with the mint. We're learning this game. And we're gonna grow rich. Look at that. We've just stabilized our economy. We will bring 18 more monks. But this is so good. This has become such a great moment. We are going up in knowledge, which means that all of a sudden we're going down in the satisfaction of our people. What do they need? They need one more need to be satisfied, so we're gonna have to provide them with something else. Knowledge keeps going upwards, so they'll require more and more and more. But that is something which we will have to fix going forward. For now, I hope you have enjoyed this episode. It's a really fun game. Get it for yourself right now. That's all that I can do and keep encouraging you to do, because it is an amazing game. It's fun, it's great in management, it has good stability here and balance for an early access. Remember that it is an early access game, and it's still so good, so fun to play, and I recommend it with all my heart. Until tomorrow, until the next episode, hope you have enjoyed it. If you did, do consider leaving a like, and I wish you all to have a wonderful day.